Hey guys, what's up?
Hey.
That's Maddie. This is Jacob. This is our first official Save Our Students video. We're here to answer your questions. Thank you guys for sending those questions in. We're trying something out new, and we want to do it as well as possible. And that kind of brings us to what we're talking about today. The two most asked questions, because it was a tie this past week, there's two main questions that you guys asked, but they can be actually answered in one way. So the two most questions that were asked were, how do I stick with my resolutions, those things that you want to do in the new year? That makes sense. It's 2020. We have our resolutions, and we wrote them down, and we want to help you guys with yours, if that's what your question is. And then the second most asked question was, how do I strengthen my relationship with God? A lot of you are starting a new semester of school or starting new things in life, and you want to stick with those, and you want to keep your faith in doing those. And that's an awesome goal. Yeah. And we want to help you guys do those things. So really, there's one word that sums up both of those questions. It answers it really well, and hopefully this helps you. The key word for this video is consistency. Consistency. That's our topic for today. That's the answer to those two questions, is being consistent. So Maddie, why is it so important to be consistent?
It is important to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you will fail. Whatever it is, you're going to fail it if you don't have a plan set in motion, if you don't work at whatever it is every day. If you want to run a 5K, you don't get up off the couch and you don't go run a 5K.
Which we've tried to do, and we failed.
Don't do it.
We have failed.
Bad.
We were last place,
it hurts
and we
you.
went really slow.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Make a plan. I'm going to run every day. I'm going to run 3 times a day. You don't just go out and do it. You have to be consistent in your plan to achieve your goal. If you want to make straight A's in that semester, you don't just take the test. You have to be consistent, reading your textbook, taking notes, doing flashcards, whatever your plan is to reach your goal.
Same thing for a relationship. A lot of you guys ask questions about relationships too. Same thing in our marriage. We just got married this year. We dated for 4 years before that, and 3 years. Married for 1 year, dated for 3. But in all of that, consistency was key. Right?
Yeah. You have to work at it every single day. You don't just talk once a day. You talk throughout the day, all the time. I have to make sure he's okay. He has to make sure I'm okay, that we're okay separately, but also together. It's that consistent work at your relationship. You don't just meet someone, fall in love, and get married, hopefully.
It's all about consistently doing the things that you know you need to do to achieve that goal. So if it is a resolution, or if it is your relationship with God, it matters for both of those things. You've got to be consistent. So we've said consistency is key. So how do you be more consistent? Well, I'll give you 3 things, 3 reasons, 3 ways that you can be consistent in your life. Number 1, Maddie really hit it off with the bang by saying plan. Planning is step 1 to any goal you want to achieve. You've got to have a plan. If it's a relationship with God, have a plan of what you're going to read in the Bible every day. Have a prayer journal. Have a plan set forward, whether it's on your Bible app or you're doing it with a friend or something like that. Have a plan to accomplish that goal. Secondly, after your plan, you've got to practice it. Just like running or sports or music or theater, whatever it is that you want to do, that you want to be good at, you got to do it every day. You don't just wake up good at something, all right? Unless you're like the 1% prodigy child. That doesn't actually happen. So you've got to be consistent in your studies, in your running, in your practicing with sports, in your memorizing of scripts, whatever it is that you have to do. Have a plan for it, practice it every day, and then ultimately you reach your purpose. You've got a plan, you've got the practice, and then you persist in that purpose. So once you get your plan set up, once you get your practice every day in a routine, then you persist, because after that, that's when it gets hard. We're not saying it's easy, it's difficult. But when you persist through the hard stuff, that's when you become good at something. That's when you really reach a goal, is by planning, practicing and persisting even when it gets tough. So that's consistency. Hopefully that helps. If you guys have questions, comments, put them in the comment section. Direct message us like you can all the time. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave it in the comment section. However you need to ask us questions or need further information about consistency, we want to be there for you. So that's why we're here. We're here for you. We love you guys. We want you to be more consistent in 2020. We're going to help you and do it with you. So love you guys. That's our first video. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week.
Love you.
Bye.